We've got a bit of work to do to sort of get the car finished, get it on the road. One thing I've learned over the years is it's one thing getting a car to a car show. Doesn't always mean they're running, doesn't always mean they're finished. They're just ready for a car show. So one of the first things we're doing now is just getting all of the doors sorted. The hinges we had on the show, at the show, were these red ones. And whilst they're brand new hinges, they do have, and I can't really show it here, but they do have a very small amount of play in them. You can't see that, but I can feel it sort of move just very, very slightly, a couple of millimeters. That's enough to make the doors sag. And what we found was the doors were sagging and we had to keep readjusting them and readjusting them. What we've done is we're replacing these red hinges. We've got some new hinges from Alfaholics and I've put them on the car and you can see they're these one-piece billet aluminium. They're really, really high quality. We've had these hinges on now for about 3 weeks and the door hasn't moved at all and it just closes perfectly now. You can see here there's a ton of wear marks and that is just from us opening and closing the door a lot. These are new, they look really old now. As you can see, there's like some serious wear there. When you compare it to what a new one would look like, that's the driver's side. You can just see the difference here. But our one's worn, so we're gonna replace that today. And then this door's pretty much done. I've just got some final adjustments to do with the window and just some rubber around here. But in terms of the door alignment, it's all good. Hopefully I'll be able to pull the door in a little bit more here. It is sticking out a little bit. I want to get that alignment perfect. And by putting that catch on, a new one, and just adjusting it in a little bit, we should be able to get that door perfect. So this is the finished side. Windows in, doors all aligned, hinges are all on. On this side, we've sort of got a raw, unfinished door. We had some issues with the door and the regulators, so we've taken everything out, all the glass, all the winding mechanism, which is called regulator, the open and closed latch, and now we're about to put all that back in. So I'm just starting by putting the new hinges on. The idea is to sort of build the door up, get all the internal components in, get all the trim back on, the glass in, and then build it up to the point where it's like that door there, where it's all finished. Next job is air conditioning and getting all of the air conditioning plumbed and installed and all the cables run and everything. So that's our next job. But for now, we'll get through the doors. And this is one of those really tedious jobs because it's not like I can just put the new one back on. It's going to be lots and lots and lots of trial and error. I guess the idea of putting this on now is, I guess we've done all of our alignments. We've sort of belted and bruised that other one. And now the idea is we use this nice fresh one and hopefully it all just nicely lines up and then, yeah, won't have those witness marks or wear marks on it. Now I just got to get it where I think it was before, which feels like about here, but we're going to know as soon as I go and close that door. That's a bit of a fluke. I'll try again. Okay. I feel like the door's a little bit low, but I'll just tilt it a little bit, but I'm sort of shocked here because I didn't expect it to go on that easy. If you have a look, there's already some marks from the catch hitting it. I'll just pull it in a little bit. No, I just want to move it back inside the car because I feel the door was just out a little bit. I put this rubber here. Problem with it is the catch that runs behind is like a plate. What happens is because I pulled it out a little bit, it's sort of on the edge. So when we close it, it gets stuck. Or when I open it, sorry, it gets stuck there. So that doesn't even want to, yeah, so that's not in the right spot. That's why you could see it worked really well at the start and now I'm facing issues everywhere with it. And this is the problem with this. You think, oh yeah, I'll replace it because it was a bit worn. Now it nearly looks as bad as the one that I took off. So now I'm sort of questioning my decision. That went in okay. Now's the test if it even, oh, that opens. That closes. And I'm stuck again. How did I get it stuck this time? Not playing the piano after you're doing this work. That sticks out just a little bit. But you know what? For now I might leave it. I might show you the latch on the other side. So here's the passenger door handle, right? And what it does is it pushes on this piece. What we're having on that side, because I've put that little bit of rubber there, instead of this screw sitting here, it's sitting sort of on the edge. And what's happening is when we're pulling it down, it's getting stuck behind there. The problem is you can't buy these. They don't exist. I'm trying to source another one, but I'm having a bit of trouble. So I think just the simplest step might be to take that rubber off and hopefully minimizes the door getting stuck on the latch, or it's going to make me look like a total fool and it's still going to happen. Yeah. I'm hesitating when I'm opening it because yeah, that's better. Unfortunate, but I've just gone and done a morning's work that I've just had to undo. Oh well, fun of playing with cars. So the other side's actually a fair bit of work. I've got to get the door catch in, got to get that regulator in, got to get the window in. There's only so much I can do without someone else helping me. So first thing I'll do is I'm just going to finish putting the bolts onto those hinges and then get it to the point where we can open and close the door without it touching any of the car. And then we're safe to start putting all the other stuff in. So I'll get cracking on that now. Like that back catch, there's so much adjustability in them, right? And that's where you've got to be really careful. You get them wrong and the door will hit the body. You can see here we clear it. That's okay, but what happens is the door, literally at the last moment, it pops out. So you're sort of shitting yourself a little bit up until you get to that last minute. Yeah, so we're all good. So we've got the door hinges on. They're okay aligned for now, because what's gonna happen now is I'm gonna add a whole bunch of weight to this door by adding all of these parts on. Now comes really frustrating part. Ever since I've worked on cars, this is the thing, these things are the thing that I hate the most. They are a nightmare to work with. This is where you need 3 hands. Make sure you keep filming while I go in the awkward positions. What's handy about it is you can do that. Although, see how sometimes the light creates more shadows and it's harder to even see what you're trying to look at? I might take this one off because I think it's going to push on the back of the mechanism. Not massive, but it might mean all the difference between it touching the back of this or not. Now you can see how the window mechanism works, right? Yeah, that's not going to touch, we're good. Because it's nice and tight on the body now, what it means is that when we rotate this, it just moves smoothly, right? Before it was really wobbly because before that was broken and that was totally threaded. So the thing was moving with the weight of the window, and when you were winding it, it wasn't staying still and smooth. Now it's moving nicely. But at least now this looks nice and clean. This was all rusty before. I mean, I just got to clean these bolts up. I've got to go buy new ones, but I'll just clean these up. But you know, this was all rusty before, and it wasn't firm in the body, so we've just sorted all that out. Right, I think I might do the door lock mechanism now. I'll turn it this way. I'm in, but the wrong way around. So there's just so many obstacles to get around. That's the hard part. I've got this that's sticking out. I've got the bar from here behind it, and then I've got to try and get it through that hole. Once it's in there, it'll be fine. And there's a way to do it. I should have done this before. Would have been so much easier. But I can do it now. Doesn't make it any easier. It makes it worse. I think now I'm going to have to undo everything to get this in there. All right, that's part of the fun. And I bet I'm going to have to undo more bolts. No, we're good. So now, put this on. I'll just do this by hand for now. That'll stop it popping out. Okay, so that's secure. Now we'll do this other side. So now I just got to get this into position. See, this is what I mean, you need 3 hands, right? Now I need 1 more hand as a screwdriver. That's it. So now, there you go. You see the lock mechanism works, and we'll very, very gently see if it... A lot of adjusting to do to get that to fit right, especially with that, that's way off. Way too high. I just want to get the weight in the door before I start doing the those front hinges, because they're going to be done, and they're going to be done with 2 people, 1 person holding the door while the other person just slightly does the adjustment. Yeah, but at least I've got all those bits in. So the door will open and close, this window will wind up and down. Oh, and now you can see I've got to tighten these up. See what happens without the bolts in it, this whole thing's moving around. So I'm going to clean those bolts up, I'll give them a little paint, and then I'll put him in, and I'm going to give this a clean, because that looks terrible as well. And again, this is all it's just this tedious, clean this up, clean that up. It takes time, but it means the car's really well built at the end. So this car had rust on it, but what we found was that when we took the car down to bare metal, they found areas of rust. They would cut that area out, and then they found another piece of metal underneath that was all rusty. So what had happened is there was rust on the car, and instead of cutting it out and then you put a new piece in and then you blend it all in, so it's one piece of metal if you sort of look at it from that angle. So say this is your metal and say this bit here is rusty, you sort of cut that out and then you put a new piece in, you graft it in, and you make it all like one piece of metal again. What they did is they just put another piece on top like a sandwich. So we found that all over the car. We found chicken wire as a rust repair mechanism and newspaper. And then they just put body filler on top and then paint. And it'll last like that for 3-4 years before it cracks. So you won't know. Lots of home repairs were done on this car. Now we've got our door latch in, window regulator in, that's better. Just moves nice and smooth. All right, that's starting to look more like a door now. Yeah, still a long list of things to do, but we're just going to finish the doors off. We're going to put the door mirrors on. I've got the door mirrors from Alfaholics, so we've got to work out where they're going to be placed. I think they're going to sort of be around where my hand is around here. So we're going to drill the holes and get those fitted, and then the doors are done. Just got some minor adjustments to do with just the heights at the back, but they're pretty much dialed in. Next thing is then starting to go through some of the interior. We've got to get the seat belts done. They're interacting with the roll cage, so we've just got to take them off and just sort of fine tune some of that. Got to get the heater mechanism all in and plumbed up. Car's going up on the hoist in about a week or two. We're going to finish off all the brake lines and fuel lines, and also do all the wiring as well. There's still a fair bit of wiring to do. The back half of the car's done, the engine bay's done, but the cabin and all the switches and heater and stuff hasn't been done, so we're just going to finish all of that up. And yeah, just keep moving forward. We're hoping, and I don't want to set too ambitious a timeline, I'm hoping to have it done in a couple of months.